ndị be anyị ekene m unu. Asị m ka ọ dịrị na anyị bụ na mma, asị m ka nke onye chiri ya zelụ dịka o si dị. Anyị agbapụ na ya ọsọ iwetara ya bụ ozi anyị ji maka ya wee bịa n'uhuruchi n'ụbọchị nke taa, maka na ya ji bịa eblika. Mma achọkwa unu ga ya bụ ife ya bụ Biafran Prime Minister bụ Maazị Simon Ekpa, ife ọ gwara ndị ọha na eze ndị Igbo ahead of Biafra Declaration nke na-abịa n'ilu na Disemba 2nd. So mma achọ ka unu tọọ ntị na ọfụma gee ya bụ okwu ahụ okwu gegasịa ya bụ ife o kwuru, and some of ụmụnne anyị kwa reactkwa to the statement anyị tikwere unu ya n'iru akwụkwọ kunu gekwe ya. So dịka unu na-ege ya bụ ife, dropụrụ na comment unu ife unu chere n'iru akwụkwọ gbasara maka ya bụ ife. Alright, over to you, sir.
You must pay for the blood of Biafrans you spilled at Nkpo. You must pay for the massacre of Biafra in Iguacha. You know, people. You must pay for forcing the disappearance of over 40,000 Biafrans. You must pay for those who are dying in your dungeon on a daily basis. Believe me, you must pay. And this war is our own way. We dictate how we fight it. So Biafrans, when we assured you that the only thing that will stop this particular calamity from befalling Nigeria is, one, they pull out every military checkpoint out of Biafra land. Two, they respond to the application we have filed at the Banjul court at the AU. Three, they claim that I am not reachable, that they want to negotiate with me and I'm not reachable. I have had that several. So, and I'm making myself available today that only country and only government that will summon me to negotiate with Nigeria for the freedom of Biafra will be Finland. They will be the mediator. And that is the only thing I have on the table. If it is not Finland to be a mediator, you can never negotiate with me. And negotiating with me is, first of all, pulling out the military out of the street, releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you kidnapped from Kenya. You cannot be a kidnapper and condemn kidnapping in your country. You are the leader of the kidnappers. You went to Kenya and committed the international crime of kidnapping. And then when I listen to Nigerians who are, gullible, shouting, kidnappers in Enugu, kidnappers in Zamfara. Oh, Nigeria. Why should Nigeria do anything about it when they're actually leading the kidnapping business? Do you know how much they spent to go to Kenya to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do you know how much they paid in ransom to people who gave information about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You can see their activities on social media. Today, they change from every day. They say Simon Ekpa is working with Nigeria government. Simon Ekpa is working with Tinubu, thinking that when they blackmail me, all these things, they are going to succeed. Where are they today? They are gone.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you are watching us from. It's another channel of politics on the street. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. Yesterday, Simon Ekpa has issued a directive to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said he will speak in the language that the president will understand. He has given the president a 7 days ultimatum for soldiers to vacate the southeastern part of Nigerians now. Nigerian soldiers has come out to say they are not the one killing. They are not the one killing people in the southeast. That the unknown government are the ones killing in the southeast. How can you actually say?
I am Mr. Parateni Okokondem in this Republic of Biafra. Live by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB government of Biafra. Let us hold it there. You see, in this our politics on the streets or in the streets is where we preach the gospel of truth. We common people that are nothing in Nigeria. Now, Simon Ekpa, our God-given able Prime Minister of government of Biafran, the Republic of Biafra in exile, have told the president of Nigeria, Ms. Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu that he will speak in a language to him that he will understand. He referred to Mohammed, the ex-president or immediate past president of Nigeria, Alhaji Mohammed Buhari, retired general. As he spoke that time to Biafrans, that he will speak to us in a language we will understand. And he asked Nnamdi Kanu to stop agitation of Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu said no. Then he speak to us in a language we understood that time. He gave us Operation Pattern Dance. He gave us CKC, killing in Aba. He gave us that Niger Bridge, killing in Onitsha. He gave us Mpo killing. He gave us house to house kidnapping killing. Finally, he gave us kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and dump him in the prison. Unfortunately, when this current president, Mr. President of Nigeria, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, took in his campaign, he said he will stop where Buhari, he will start where Buhari stopped. Which means all the whole agenda of Buhari, all the whole program of Buhari, all the whole language of Buhari to crush Biafra, to stop Biafra, to kidnap our leaders or to destroy them, he will accomplish it. And in my former speech, I made people to know that this current president, not the cause, the beginning of persecution of Biafrans in this present dispensation, but it was Buhari government. But I said that time that this present president should absent himself from those things Buhari have done against Biafra. Number one, he should release Nnamdi Kanu. Set Nnamdi Kanu free. Pay him a compensation that people got to say he should pay. And return him back to Kenya. And let Biafra go. So that when the judgment will come from God, it will not affect him. But he refused and continue where his predecessor handed him over. Now he continued to terrorize, embarrassing someone Ekpa, persuading Finland government to return him. Even it was in this regime that we had that their suicide squad was about to send to Finland to go and hijack, destroy someone Ekpa. And then we are stopped in Denmark before the information leaked. Now, as the town of Buhari was to speak to Biafrans in the language we will understand. Now, it's the turn of Biafrans to speak to this present government in the tune that themselves will understand. Now, it's vice versa. That time was when Nnamdi Kanu was out, leading Biafra. Now, in the absence of Nnamdi Kanu, someone Ekpa have taken over. That time was IPOB, DOS. This time is IPOB, autopilot, Biafran government in exile. That time was the time of Tinubu, the time of Buhari. Now is the time of Tinubu. Then now is the time of Biafra to speak to Nigerian government in the language that we understand.
And which language is that?
Now, the language Buhari speak to us in the old time was a language of water.
What is water?
Water. You may understand what water is mean. It's a proverb language.
Okay.
A word into word.
A word into word.
Yes, that's water.
Hope is not a violence language.
And that water lead to Operation Python dance.
Okay.
That water lead to the killing in CKC Aba. That water killing in the Hell Bridge, Niger, in Onisha, local government, and Anambra State. That water lead to the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. That water still leading army invasion of Biafran land today. That water lead to Okoma killing. You understand? Now, that time was the time of Buhari and Nnamdi Kanu. This time, someone Ekpa, who God raised up to wear the shoe of Nnamdi Kanu in absence of Nnamdi Kanu, and now it's the time of the Biafran government in exile to speak to the language that this present administration will understand. And as Buhari give Nnamdi Kanu ultimatum to stop Biafran agitation. So now someone Ekpa and Biafran government in exile have given ultimatum to the present regime, to the present president Ahmed Bola Tinubu of Nigeria, to with 7 days to withdraw
soldiers
from the southeast.
But the president,
otherwise he will speak in a language that Nigeria will understand.
But the president is the commander-in-chief. Nobody dares him. Nobody gives him a directive. He is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces.
Nobody directs him.
Nobody dares the president. He's the commander-in-chief.
Yes, nobody dares him. And Samuel Ekpa is also Prime Minister of Biafra. A nation versus nation now.
But Biafra is not yet an independent nation, sir.
Biafra is not yet an independent nation, but it has a government. It has governments. When before Nigeria become an independent nation, they operate in a full force before the independence finally got independent. So Biafra is operating. Mind you, that Biafra have been a nation since 1967.
Before Nigeria?
Biafra have been a nation since 1967.
Okay.
Our flag have raised up. People address Ojukwu that time as Commander-in-Chief of People's Army of Biafra. Now, Samuel Ekpa is the Prime Minister of Biafra government in Leicester, and nobody dare him. Nobody dare him. Samuel Ekpa is not a rebel. Samuel Ekpa is not a terrorist. Samuel Ekpa is not a bandit leader, but a leader of a nation in exile. Remember, Israel government was from in exile and they returned back. You get me? So the language that someone will speak to the present government of Nigeria may be in a different mood.
Maybe in a different mood.
Maybe in a different mood. You know, we Biafrans, we don't love killing, but we are forced to defend ourselves.
We are forced to defend ourselves.
We are forced to defend ourselves. When you push somebody to the wall, and there's no way he can break the wall and get away, he will use the wall as his base to resist you, not to push him again.
To resist, not to push him again.
And he may have more force because now you have somewhere to rest. Now you are pushing him, but you don't have anywhere to rest. So any little force you put, you that are pushing him will fall.
Okay.
Because he rests somewhere. This is the type of language that Samuel Ekpa will speak to this present government.
Okay, that is the kind of language Samuel Ekpa will speak
to this present government.
This present government.
Now we have base where we rest. And they are pushing us. Eventually, we will push them, they will fall. And that's how it's going to be.
And
but it may, this pushing that we are going to push them, the language we speak, they will understand, maybe in a different form, in a way that even the dying world, it will surprise them. Even by grace of God.
Even you've listened to our guests on the analysis, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse.
for that wonderful question, the anchor of this great platform. First and foremost, I want to say someone has come out to say, or has outlined countless times, that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojogun fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, Mazen Mikanu did it via his own dimension. So Ekpa is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Samonekpa should be discredited, the likes of Ohanes Edigbo and that of the southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Samonekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Samonekpa and Nnamdi Kanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that, see, they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone, the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Samonekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible, and why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also to the government, to the Nigerian government, be worried about this. Why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Samonekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? So a particular tribe, or a major tribe, to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. I mean, dominance. That means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. But eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angobula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country, and we know it. I know it too. And every man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. in terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that so, Ojukwu foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this Biafra struggle, and now gradually it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now there are some Igbo men, sorry, some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. Now, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing old Yoruba Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I am very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are formed alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did, or see that made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Ango Ambulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Others Forum. He said, post that election, that the Northern Others Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now so now if the average left person is not giving the vote, now where will they get the vote? The shots come by 2027. The same thing the Yorubas have tagged the Igbos for. Now they will be the mastermind of it, because I can bet you by 2027 Yoruba will stop. And that's the slogan that will continue to trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the Igbo man and exit the country. And then the Igbo man now will not take them, tag them for being unserious, because now that the Igbo man is championing for the exit, we are saying the Igbo man is not serious. Yeah. There are claims that the Igbo man is not serious, but I can bet you when the system will not catch up with you, then you will know why the Igbo man has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.
Ndị be anyị gwadalụ nne nnukwu unu sibe na-esola anyị, ọ bụ na ife anyị na-eme na adịonu maka barụ ka ịtụsa ya bụ ozi. O nwere ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ anyị dịrị ka ife anụ ntị, ana ọzọ dị ka ibe ya bụ ịgwa ife iche gbasa maka ihe a Peter Obi kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa. Ọ gwụna ka ọha ya n'ọrụ ngwana ka emesịa na ụmụ Igbo.